Is trying to frame Kendrick Lamar. Unfortunately, baby, we don't believe you, BBL Drizzy. You need more people. You guys, what am I talking about? If you guys don't know, somebody spun the block on Drake's house and sprayed it up. It's actually kind of tragic because a poor security guard who was just working, right? Didn't know he was working for a wannabe gangster rapper. He's actually undergoing surgery right now. We'll get into that. But one of the interesting things that came out from this was who was behind this. The funny thing is, the more we dig into it, the more it looks like there is some serious beef between Drake and The Weeknd. I'm going to post a video about that in about an hour. If you're watching this, you'll see it in about an hour, or it might even be up if you're watching this. Okay, that's a different story. But why is Drake proving Kendrick Lamar's point? Why is Drake doing the ultimate Karen move? And why is Drake letting TMZ and all these outlets somehow think that Kendrick Lamar is involved? Now, I know what you'd be thinking. Why would he do that? How would that serve him? Because Drake is desperate not to let his nice guy image slip, because Drake has, according to Business Insider, they are a very authoritative branch and they a publication, and they have collected the receipts, right? Saying he has a history of violence that has followed him. Basically, Drake got involved in his little Toronto antics, taking the mess with The Weeknd for a joke, doing whatever. And now he's trying to do a Karen thing and act like this rap battle for public consumption is the reason why his house got sprayed, instead of the real reason your crew is alleged to be involved in some shady stuff. There was somebody that just got deleted an hour ago, and then that was supposed to be retaliation on your house. Yes, Drake is using Kendrick Lamar and that rap beef to run interference so his rich neighbors, so his sponsorships, and for everybody else that he needs to do promo and whatever for, still think that he's poor little Aubrey who got involved with these thugs. Baby, make it make sense. Now, let me start off by saying this one thing. First of all, Drake would be lying, and TMZ and anyone would be lying to imply that this is because the white rap beef. If you guys don't know, Drake already waved the white flag, right? The rap beef is over, okay? DJ Head, all of Drake's friends, academics friends, even who is it? Kendrick's record owner, who was also under Universal. Basically, what happened was Kendrick had more records to release. He's probably keeping them in the vault. People are saying that Drake did, in fact, run to his rich baby daddy, Lucian Grange. They picking on me. And after Drake dropped that last track, that was weak and fell flat, right? Kendrick's label owner said that they were calling a truce. Okay. Top Dog TDE, that is Kendrick's label owner, said, now that we see that Dot is still king, it's time to address those who have thought otherwise and showed their hand. Not like us, TDE. Bootleg Kev said,
the best chicken in town is dipped in buttermilk, hand bread.
Well, DJ Head, right? Just informed the internet that the battle is most likely over after Drake all but waved the white flag on his latest attempt. Kendrick with the landslide victory in the most exciting beef in hip-hop history. Top Dog TDE said, good battle. Now, if you guys don't know, DJ Head is also one of was on Academics Live for a few minutes and also confirmed that basically Drake ran to Lucian. Lucian said he's the head of Universal Music Group, also the person involved in Little Rod's lawsuit. Drake waved the white flag, and because Kendrick obviously won, they said they're not going to be responding anymore after this point. So why is Drake still on his Karen-like behavior, trying to act like that mess that happened in his house had anything to do with what him and Kendrick were talking about at all? Why indeed? Okay. So listen, DJ Academics, who in my opinion, baby, if he ain't on Drake's payroll, he needs to start charging. He's at breaking reportedly 2 a.m. last night. Gunshots went off outside near Drake's Toronto house in Toronto, the one pictured on Kendrick Lamar's latest single cover. Police have an entire block closed off while doing the investigation. What again? It's propaganda. Because why would you mention that? Okay. So Lone Huntsman actually said, "Hey, DJ X, instead of mentioning Kendrick Lamar's song, obviously propaganda, you could have shared this story with your post about the Weeknd's manager security guard being shot a week ago, which is much more plausible than mentioning a song cover art." Again, this is Karen-like behavior. I was playing with black guys and they got me involved in stuff. Yo, he said it from the beginning. Okay. Also, there was a tweet that said, former Toronto homicide detective speaks about Kendrick's connection to today's shooting at Drake's house. Said the timing is interesting. This is sick. Drake is literally using Kendrick's name to the police to take the heat off of Baca and Presser and that crew that he's deep in with. Philip Lewis said Toronto's police integrated gun and gang task force provided an update into the investigation. They said the motive is still unclear. It's still very early in the investigation, and confirmed the victim was working as a security guard. He was outside of the gates when the shooting occurred. They are in contact with Drake's team, who was cooperating. They expect to have a video of the incident. Like, look at this, right? This is how much pull that Drake has over the Toronto police. Okay. DJ Academics was also adding articles supporting the report. At 2 a.m. last night, gunshots went off outside of near Drake's house in Toronto, the one pictured on Kendrick Lamar's latest single cover. Police have the entire block closed off while doing this investigation, as if everybody didn't know where Drake's house is, as if Drake is not famous for rager parties. Anyway, who said it? Opinion Truths podcast said, "Look at this BS. He literally running propaganda. Y'all crazy to F with this mofo. Anyone with Rumble, look how he puts Kendrick's name into this." He went on to say, the shooting had nothing to do with Kendrick. The Weeknd's manager, Cash XO Mansion, was shot at last week by OVO, and a security guard ended up getting shot. And the Weeknd's people, XO, reportedly spun the block at Drake's mansion. OVO and XO are at war, allegedly. He went on to say, everyone look up Slizmic from Toronto. Now he got murked after being at a restaurant, New Ho King, some years back. Look up Toronto gangs right now. You guys, this is sick that they're even doing this. This is honestly actually sick. Another Chris responded, nah, y'all wallin', but I don't think that's related to Kendrick. This is retaliation from XO Cash. They've all been beefing for a while now. Just crazy timing with the Kendrick-ish, right? Another person said when they spray painted, they not like us on his UK store. This is Drake's UK store. They spray painted, they not like us on the window. Why are you so obsessed with me? Said fake news. He's trying to garner sympathy. Listen. Also, can we just be real? And this is what the original man said. How we know that Drake is capping. There was a drive-by in a wealthy gated Canadian community. Okay. Philly the boss said, hey man, let's just keep listening. Y'all listen, I really don't know what to tell y'all. I do know that at